Nigeria is the largest country in the African continent. It is the most populous black nation, the most naturally endowed with all sorts of mineral and natural resources, and the most prominent black country. Yet, it remains one of the countries facing the most challenges in Africa. Today, the reputation of Nigeria the world over is not a very sound one, her image daunted and her name soiled. As Nigerians, we all have to ask ourselves, are we the ones responsible for projecting the image of our country? What can we as individuals do to protect, promote and project the image of our dear nation both home and abroad? This week's edition of iNigerian On Air asked this of Nigerians. Do we know that we as Nigerians are the ones who are responsible for the image of this country? And they replied,
yes, sir.
Yes, of course.
I disagree.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
For the affirmative respondents, Abdurrahman Suberu, Dadayo Amusa, Peter Okoli, Barrister O.C. Samuel, Yakubu Jetto and Richard Chips, it is a responsibility that only Nigerians must shoulder.
The people in the country make that country what it should be. Nigeria as a country, we owe, everybody in this country owe a duty to protect the image of this country.
Each and every one of us has its own attitudinal problems, because no country can grow without the population of that country. If we must grow, our leaders have to work together with us, because they can't grow alone. We have to work together and grow with our leaders. So each and every one of us has his own attitudinal problems.
In life, we have to take responsibility for everything we do. So Nigeria is responsible for what happens in and around her. If the economic and health situation and the economic of the nation and the health sector and the educational sector is faulty today, it's the fault of Nigerians. Understand? If we can only put our hands together and work things out, doing things the right way, I think Nigeria will be a better place.
The country belongs to us. We are the Nigerians, and the bad image, particularly of this country, which includes the corruption, particularly, it encompasses, it involves both the rich, the poor, the well-educated, and even the non-educated. Those in power, the ruled, and those, the subjects. So you can see that every one of us are one way or the other corrupt and are contributing to the bad image of the country.
Is the organs on top, understand? I want to bring the people that are poor, their image down.
Because I want to give you a question. Now there's a World Cup going on, isn't it? Brazil is playing. They are winning. Other countries are winning. If the Brazilian team is winning, are they Nigerians playing the ball or Brazilians? They are Brazilians. So we give our country the right image. If you look at a mango tree and all the fruits there, if they are good, if you pick any, it will still be good. So we are the image of our country, isn't it? When you first of all see me, you say that you are a Nigerian. I will say yes. Why are you asking? Because I'm black and I speak like a Nigerian. So we are the ones that will portray the right image of who we are. If we are good people, we say we are good.
But for Mr. Michael Olarewanju, it is a different story altogether.
Because our leaders make everything very hard for us. Because in this situation, we poor man cannot be suffering like this. Because look at Nigeria these days. We are no more units because everything is just going wrong. We thank God for the governor because he makes us to be in peace in Nigeria today, in this country. Because if you look all over, everywhere there is a crisis, masses are suffering.
It is indeed certain that it is we Nigerians, that are responsible for making or damaging the image of our great country Nigeria, as affirmed to by 6 out of our 7 respondents. But the question still remains: what are you as a Nigerian doing to project, promote and protect the image of your fatherland? Are you doing anything? If you are, what are you doing? If you are not, why aren't you? Is what you are doing capable of promoting the image of the country or tarnishing it? The time is now for you and I, as citizens of this great country, to rise up and defend the good name of our nation by being good ambassadors through our acts, our behaviors, our manners and our attitudes. The good image of Nigeria, or lack of it, begins with you, the Nigerian. Hawa Abdullahi Gambo reporting for iNigerian on Air.